For years the world has whispered a dangerous lie into your ears, a lie so subtle that most people never question it. That lie says you must defeat others to succeed, that someone else's rise threatens your own, and that life is a race where only one person can win. This belief has broken friendships, destroyed businesses, and turned potential allies into enemies. But the truth is far more powerful. The greatest fortunes, the greatest movements, and the greatest legacies were never built by lone warriors fighting everyone around them. They were built by minds that united, by people who chose cooperation over conflict, and by individuals who understood that when you help others win, you multiply your own power. If you are ready to rise beyond limitation, listen carefully, because this lesson can change the direction of your life. Hello, welcome back to the channel. I speak to you today not merely as a motivator, but as a student of success, as a man who studied the lives of the richest, happiest, and most influential individuals of history. One principle appeared again and again in every achievement worth remembering, and that principle is collaboration. Man does not grow great in isolation. He grows great when his mind merges with other minds in harmony of purpose. The law of success is clear. When individuals unite around a shared vision, their combined intelligence becomes greater than the sum of its parts. This is what I have called the mastermind principle, and it is the foundation upon which all enduring success is built. Competition teaches you to guard your ideas, but collaboration teaches you to expand them. When you collaborate, you invite perspectives you do not possess, strengths you have not developed, and energy that multiplies your own. The man who competes alone carries the full weight of his journey, but the man who collaborates shares the load and travels farther with less strain. Consider the great industrial leaders, the inventors, the builders of empires. None of them worked alone. They surrounded themselves with people whose abilities complemented their own, and together they created results that no single person could achieve. The poor mind asks, "How can I win?" The rich mind asks, "How can we win together?" When you shift your thinking from rivalry to partnership, doors open where walls once stood. Fear dissolves, because you are no longer threatened by another's success. Instead, you are inspired by it. You realize that opportunity is not limited, and that abundance increases when shared. Collaboration transforms jealousy into admiration and competition into creation. The moment you stop seeing others as obstacles, you begin seeing them as bridges to your next level. That is the turning point where struggle gives way to progress. The greatest mistake a person can make is believing that success is a solitary climb. It is not. Success is a shared construction, built brick by brick through trust, contribution, and mutual benefit. When you collaborate, you align yourself with the universal law that rewards service and punishes selfishness. You attract people who elevate you, challenge you, and refine your thinking. Alone, your ideas remain small. Together, they become movements. This is not theory. This is observable truth written across history. If you desire lasting achievement, you must abandon the illusion of competition and embrace the power of collaboration. As we move deeper into this principle, understand that collaboration begins in the mind before it ever appears in action. You must first uproot the belief that helping others will somehow diminish your own progress. That belief is born of scarcity thinking, and scarcity is the enemy of achievement. The universe operates on abundance, and it responds generously to those who contribute value without fear. When you collaborate, you are not giving away your power, you are multiplying it. Two minds aligned in purpose create momentum that no opposition can easily stop. Three minds aligned create a force that reshapes industries. This is why the habit of cooperation is so essential to personal growth. The man who collaborates learns faster because he learns from others' mistakes and insights. He advances quicker because he stands on collective experience rather than starting from zero. Competition narrows your vision, forcing you to focus on defeating others. Collaboration expands your vision, allowing you to focus on building something greater than yourself. When you compete, you waste energy proving your worth. When you collaborate, you invest energy creating worth. Think of life as a vast marketplace of ideas, talents, and opportunities. Those who hoard their resources remain limited. Those who share intelligently gain influence. Influence, not dominance, is the true currency of success. Every meaningful achievement is the result of aligned effort. Even the most brilliant mind requires feedback, support, and execution beyond its own capacity. Collaboration teaches humility, and humility attracts growth. The ego resists cooperation because it fears losing control, but control is not power. Connection is power. When you learn to work with others, you unlock resources you could never access alone. You build networks instead of walls. You create allies instead of rivals. This shift changes not only your results, but your inner experience of life. Stress decreases because you are no longer carrying everything yourself. Creativity increases because new ideas spark from shared discussion. Confidence strengthens because you know you are supported. The man who collaborates understands that success is not a fixed prize to be stolen, but an expanding field to be cultivated together. When you help another man rise, you raise the level of the ground beneath your own feet. This is the secret few understand and many ignore. Those who ignore it struggle endlessly. Those who apply it move steadily upward, supported by the collective force of shared purpose. Now let us bring this principle into practical application, because knowledge alone does not transform a life. Only applied knowledge produces results. To collaborate instead of competing, you must begin by offering value before seeking reward. Ask yourself each day how you can contribute to others' success. This does not mean blind generosity without wisdom. It means strategic cooperation built on mutual benefit. Seek partnerships where your strengths complement another's weaknesses, and where their strengths enhance your own. Speak openly, listen deeply, and commit fully to shared goals. Collaboration requires trust, and trust is built through consistency and integrity. When people know you are reliable, they align with you willingly. Replace the habit of comparison with the habit of appreciation. When you see someone succeeding, study them instead of resenting them. Learn from them, connect with them. Collaboration also demands patience, because shared success often grows slower at first, but lasts far longer. Competition may produce quick wins, but collaboration builds foundations that endure. Understand that conflict arises not from collaboration itself, but from unclear expectations. Communicate your intentions clearly and honor your agreements. The world does not reward lone wolves forever. It rewards leaders who unite people around vision and purpose. If you desire influence, learn to empower others. If you desire wealth, learn to create value collectively. If you desire fulfillment, learn to build something meaningful with others. When you collaborate, you become part of something larger than your ego. You leave behind a legacy instead of a footprint. This is the final truth I leave with you today. Success is not about standing above others. It is about standing with them, lifting together, and rising together. The man who understands this principle walks a path of continuous growth, while the man who ignores it remains trapped in endless struggle. Choose collaboration, choose unity, choose to build with others, and you will discover that the world opens itself to those who help others open their own doors.